Khan Academy is probably best known for our collection of about 3,000 videos on a range of topics, and today I just wanted to take some time to talk about some other aspects of our site that we're equally excited about, our exercise platform and the data and reports that we provide to students and coaches. So let's dive right in. We're looking at the knowledge map, which shows all of Khan Academy's exercises. We have about 300 right now, and we're always adding more. They're all on math so far. And the way that exercises work is we'll generate an infinite number of questions for you on any topic until we have pretty high confidence that you've mastered the topic. And the exercises look like this. Let's just click on Edition 1 to get a sense for it. We'll give you a question, here 2 plus 2, and if you know the answer, you just enter it in. If you're right, you get a really nice smiley face, some points in the streak bar, and some energy points. And if you don't know how to do the question, you can ask for a hint. And we'll break the problem down for you into a few small steps. And once you have the answer, you can enter it in and move on. And the amount of credit you get in the streak bar and the amount of points you get depends on whether you took hints and if you were able to get the question on your own. But you just proceed like this until we have high confidence that you know the topic. You can do this for any exercise that you want at any time. The exercises that you're already proficient in are indicated with a yellow star surrounded by blue. The ones that are suggested for you are in green. Anything you need to review is in orange, and anything you haven't started is in gray. And we ask you to review exercises that you've gotten proficient in, but that we think that you need to brush up on. And we'll ask you to do this every so often just to make sure you don't forget things you've already learned. So let's say I've spent some time on Khan Academy for a while and I want to see how I'm doing overall. I can look at my profile up here. I just click on my name and I'm taken straight to my profile, which shows me what I've been up to. I can see how many exercises I've done, how many videos I've watched, and how many energy points I have. I can also change my avatar. And if you're just starting out on Khan Academy, you can choose one of the leaves as your avatar, but as you earn more points and spend more time learning, you get access to some cooler avatars, and I can change mine to pants if I want, or to any of the others. I can also change my name on my profile if I'd like to, and I can change my display case. Right now I'm showing off 5 of the badges I've earned on Khan Academy, but I could change them to any of the other badges I've gotten. So let's say maybe I want to show off Going Transonic. I can do that. I can actually show off all of my profile up here to the world if I'd like to, just by making it public, or I can keep it private if I want. Also in my profile, I can see my achievements, all the various badges that I've earned, and I can set goals for myself. And this is a really nice feature. I can create a new goal. I'll make a custom goal. I'm taken immediately to the knowledge map, and let's just say, maybe I'd like to work on systems of equations. I can just type that in here, and the various exercises we have on systems of equations will come up, and anything I'm not already proficient in, I can add to my goal. Anything from 2 to 10 exercises and videos. So say I've added a few exercises, maybe I want to add some videos to my goal as well. So I'll choose some systems videos to watch. Now I have some exercises and some videos in my goal. I'll give it a name, I'll call it systems. And here we go, now I have a goal. And what's great about this is now I have some direction that I've chosen for myself when I come back to Khan Academy. It'll be clear which exercises I should work on and which videos I should watch. And my coach can see my goals as well and can help me figure out how to spend my time best to achieve those goals. I can also see my activity. I can see how long I've spent on Khan Academy each day recently, how much of that time has been spent on videos, that's in blue, and how much in exercises, that's in green. I can also see any badges that I've gotten recently. I can also look at the focus graph to get a different view on how I've been spending my time. On the outside circle, we show the exercises that you've been doing, and on the inside, we show the videos. Looks like most of my time has been spent on the scientific notation exercise and on adding and subtracting complex numbers. On the inside circle, I can see how I spent my time on videos. I can also see a heat map of how I've been spending my time. I can see all the exercises on Khan Academy. The ones in dark blue are the ones I'm proficient in, and that's the same color scheme as we have on the knowledge map. In light blue are the exercises that I've started but haven't yet gotten proficient in. Anything in orange would be things I'd need to review, and anything in red would be things I'm struggling on. I can also see my progress over time. On the x-axis here, it shows how many days I've been working on Khan Academy, and on the y-axis, how many exercises I've completed. If you're a coach, you probably want to be able to see all of this data for all of your students at once, and you can do that by looking at your coach page. Right here, we're actually looking at real data from a class in the Bay Area that's piloting Khan Academy, and we've blurred out all the names for privacy purposes. This first graph is a progress report, and I've filtered it for systems of equation inequalities. And what this is showing is all of the students' names are here in this column on the left, and then all of the systems of equations and inequalities exercises are along the top here. And once again, we have the same color scheme. Anything in dark blue is something that a student is proficient in, anything in orange is what they need to review, light blue is what they've started, and red is what they're struggling in. And as their coach, I could actually go in and get a lot more detailed information about any student. So I see here that one of the students is struggling in systems of equations. So I'm just going to click on that cell here, and it will take me right into that student's work. I see on the y-axis how much time the student has spent on any given question, and actually see here the past 21 questions that the student has done on this exercise. Anything in blue is a question that the student got right, and anything in red is a question that the student got wrong. If there's a question mark above it, it means the student took a hint, and if there's this little video symbol, it means that the student watched at least part of a video. So let's dive in and look at one of the questions. If we click on this question, we can actually see every single step that the student took on this question. So let's start at the beginning. We'll see the question that the student was given. We'll see that the student took 99 seconds before answering incorrectly. And then we can see how long the student took in between each hint and exactly which hints the student got before finally getting the right answer. And this is really helpful for coaches to be able to really diagnose what it is that's tripping up students about a particular topic. I can also see how all of the students are doing through a different view called the progress summary. And this is a really nice report that coaches really like. It shows all of the various exercises on Khan Academy, and once again I can filter by systems of equations or by any topic I choose. And if you look here, you can see that for systems of equations we have some red, some students who are struggling, 10 students who haven't yet started, 10 who have started, 6 who are proficient, and 7 who are in review. And as the coach, you can just click right here and see exactly which students are struggling, who's proficient in it, who's in review, with just one click. And these students' names are blurred out here for privacy, but as the coach, you could see, okay, these 2 students are struggling. Maybe today in class, I'll spend some extra time with them, helping them understand systems of equations. Or better yet, maybe I'll have some of the students who are proficient in systems of equations tutor their peers and help them out. You can also look at the daily activity report as a coach and see all of the students along the bottom here and how much time they spent on Khan Academy today. And you can also look at this for any given calendar day. You can also see exercise progress over time. This is the same graph that I looked at before about myself, but for all of the students in a class, and you can filter it by a particular student or a particular exercise if you'd like. You can also see class points per minute, and this shows how many points the class is collectively earning at any given time. Sometimes teachers like to project this for the whole class to see, so they can kind of compete against themselves and see, oh wow, as a whole class, we're earning a lot of points, let's work harder, and this can be used for class competitions as well. It really depends on the nature of the class, but it can be pretty motivating for some students. Looks like it's taking a second to load, but the class isn't in session right now, so we won't be able to see anything here, but this would show points that the class is earning. And then finally, we can look at a goals chart. And the goals chart shows every student in the class who set goals and shows what their goals are at any given time. And so I filtered this to see the students who set goals in this class. You can see here, if there's a video icon, this is a video they've set as part of their goal. And if there's a star here, it says an exercise that's part of their goal. Anything that's in dark blue is something that the students earn proficiency in. Anything in light blue is something they've started. Anything in gray is something they haven't yet started, and orange would show review, and red would show struggling. And this is a great way for a coach just to get a quick snapshot view of how the class is doing on their individual goals. So hopefully that gave a nice overview of how to use the exercises on Khan Academy and how the various reports and data work for students and coaches.